now that I finally got it, I decided I should film this for y'all. So to get the crankshaft lock bolt, you gotta get down and dirty. Oh, 1 second. You're gonna get an impact. So let me show you how I got it in there. You have to kind of weasel in here, like so. You're gonna be almost kissing the brake caliper. If you're gonna want to, oop, dang it, lens. Oh, I scratched it. Oh well. You're gonna want to get, because way back there, about 8 inches back from the front drive shaft. 1 second, let me see if I can get a better light. 1 second. About 8 inches back from the drive shaft, is your crank lock. And it's an 8mm hex drive, or an A8. So I have an impact with a swivel and an extension going straight down to the bottom of the car. But to get it, you have to reach your hand above the drive shaft to get into it. I'm explaining this in depth because it is very hard, and no one I watched explain how to do it. They just said I did it, and yeah. There might be a better way to do it, but my hand only fits through the bottom and around the top. I mean, maybe someone else has smaller hands. I got pretty large hands, but yeah, so that's how you get that in there. I'm going to see if I can impact it and get it loose now, because I got the impact bit sticking out the bottom right there. So I'm going to see what happens when I hit it. Set you there like that and see if this works. You're probably gonna want to put a hand up in there to hold it. And there we are. There's your crank bolt lock cap. Now you gotta do that backwards with a 10mm and this sticking off the end of it. That's gonna be fun. But because it's 10mm, I actually have a 3/8 version because I only gonna get this in half. So I hope you can see that all. That's gonna go get saved. Just dropped it in the water, and so now I'm gonna get rid of this stuff and make a 10mm version for this. I also suggest keep a neat workspace, because now I cannot find what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's a 3/8 version of that. And 3/8 version of that, I have the quarter and I have the half, but not the 3/8. Oh, found it. Other end back. There we go. Okay. And I have, here's my other version, impact with a swivel, and that's the lock bolt. So there we go. See how, oh, dang it. Okay, let's creep back under there and see what we can do. I think I left my impact under here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. See if I can set this up correctly like I did last time. Because a vision softly creeping left its seats while I was sleeping. Okay. Oh, crap. And a vision that was planted in my brain still remains. Okay, so let's see. Yes, the camera can still see that. Okay. I'm gonna creep back under here and try to get this bolt in there. restarted. Thank God it's got a pilot on it. So it just kind of sits in there. However, getting it to start's going to be fun. There's like 10 mil on that. I'm having difficulty getting it to start. I wonder if maybe my crank's not perfectly lined up. Right there. Oh. Alright, so I just saw what happened in the picture. So here's what we got. So, how the crank wasn't lining up, and I changed it. It definitely was close to lining up. So I gotta rotate it down just a wee little bit. Okay, let's try this one more time. See if we line up. Because if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it's not worth trying to screw in. Better. So, this thing's been locked before. See, there's a little bit of peening on the edge of that. It's just been locked before. I'm gonna see if maybe it threads in now. No. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, this guy's in the way. This guy's got to move. See that? That bolt's missing? No! Frick, dang it. Alright, so this little bolt's missing because someone's had this out before. Trying to do the same thing. Okay. Good to know. So you're going to feel like you're getting to finally thread in, but you're not. You need to angle further forward. I'm trying to find a way to... There we go. I gotta find my bolt back. Oops, I'm gonna have to shove that under there, that dirty. Now let's try this again. So slippery now. Like 10 mil. 10 mil. I've already lost one of these in this project. I mean, it was a chromie. I found it back, but first I thought one of my buddies took it. It doesn't fit in there, so don't bother with that unless you got a really short ratchet. It's going to be 3/8. I suggest maybe a flex head so it's not in the way. You know, as much as flex heads are annoying. But, okay. Because, yeah, my ratchets don't fit in there. And now it's all dirty. Because it fell on that stuff again. So I'm going to try to sneak this up there and try to get it to work. Oh crap, I got that pry bar in the way now. Alright, I'm going to go this way. The impact flex I have on here doesn't fold tight enough. So I have to get a different one. Yeah. Wait a minute. I can probably go up top instead though with this. Oh my goodness, I can totally, if I can get more extensions on there, I can just go up top. I'll try to show you what's going on if I get it ready. Got it. So I got a little chromie extension, another extension. I'm just going to attach a screwdriver to this because I don't really want to try to impact on that stuff. Impact and get it loose is one thing. Impact to get it in is a whole nother. So I'm just going to put like a screwdriver on it, just screw away. Sorry that took so long. Actually, a screwdriver. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that baby thread right in. You can't really see how smooth it's going, but oh yeah. Oh, frick dang it. Oh, that is all the way. Yes! Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Alright. It's properly locked. Now that I've showed you, you have to take a look and look at yourself and say, how much do I really care about this car? Okay. So now my crank is locked. So I can, this is, normally I was rotating the crank, which is not a great way to do it, but it doesn't move anymore. Yeah, so, okay, and you can pop this cover off for the last 100th time. And you're done with that, so you're putting it back together. Here we go, locked. Don't, and these don't line. Okay, now we are going to take off the main pulley on the crankshaft. So these screws, you can't see on the camera, but there's like 7 or 8 of them or so, and they're 6mm hex, 6mm hex or 6 hex or whatever, which is 6mm hex. And you're probably gonna need to impact these. Make sure thing is locked. I just locked mine. Yeah, as is gonna be shown. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that in there. Now the fun part. Oh, okay. Never mind, that's the fun part. It just kind of came right off. Holy! Oh, I don't think that's good. Or is that fine? I don't know. I'm going to show you. There's like a little bit of the key sticking out. It does not look quite right. But the actual crank is where it belongs, so, because it locked and... Put you back in here now. See what else you can see. That's a pretty bad vantage point, isn't it? Mic back on. Got it. I'm not gonna clean that bugger up. Maybe I'll paint it or something. Got it. That's a hefty piece of metal. That is solid. Like, I literally think that thing's solid. We're gonna start with. What I'm gonna do next is, this headlamp's causing shadows. There we go. We're going to pull off that pulley, which is a tensioner. So however it takes to get that guy off. We're going to pull off this big metal cover here because I had to access that tensioner back in there. And to do this, we also got to take off that, which is going to be more of your hex, impact hexes. Because I believe that is one big piece. And those are more mounts further back, how much I gotta take off, but I'm gonna start tearing to that. I'm gonna try to set you up somewhere, and then heck, that's a good spot. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna start tearing into things. Like that, I guess. What the frick? Oh. It just really broke something. That pin right there. Okay, don't do what I just did. That's a pin like this. Let's take it into the block. I hope it doesn't cost me big time in the end. I mean, it should be fine, but that was not called for. But this is why you watch videos, so you can learn from other people's mistakes. Oh, gosh dang it. This looks like a screw, which is weird. Not a screw, because I can see it's part of the block. But, okay, don't make that mistake. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. This one's staying here because it's attached. I believe this is going to come off. Those got to come out. I'm not sure what size those are. Those may be 12, which is really weird to me, but they may be. They may be. I hate it when things are 12s because I'm not used to things being 12s. Yeah, and they're 12s. Either that or they're standard, which they're not. So. There we go. Not sure how much you can see. I'm going to pull out this guy right here. And that should be, as someone I watched says, home free. Let me get that out. This is probably a little bit overkill, but just like that. Because I probably couldn't do it with ratchet because I don't think it would fit. Alrighty, now I just gotta figure out how it comes out because it's not coming out. Make sure these aren't different. Luckily, they're not. Sometimes you run into things like that. Okay, I think what's got to happen is the center of this has to stay up, and it's not staying up. Like it's not supposed to be part of that. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But I can't get it off now, and I'm irritated. So I'm just going to impact it off. Because I can! Oh, frick! Or not. Okay, that didn't work. I just wrecked that. Not wrecked it, it's just gonna be a little more fun for the next mechanic that works in this car. Just gotta seat it in there a little deeper, but I'm not sure why this is not going out. Loose. It's not quite coming out. What the frick? I mean, I think I can access it enough, but it's going to be irritating. What the heck? Ow. So I think this means you're supposed to take it out from there. It's not coming. I don't know, maybe you gotta take out this top horn here. I think I saw someone do that. So I'm gonna throw that screw back in there. Is this the long one? No, the long one was not there. That was the one for the pulley. Let's actually go back in here. This one, I'm gonna throw that back in there because Doesn't need to be out. Doesn't need to be out. Okay. It's not even tight. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm gonna pull this off. Why? Why a 16? It's not a 15, is it? Oh, that's an 18. Whoops. $16? Yes, and your original old like 97 and 70s, like, oops, wrong end. I wanna make that done. Wrong way. Oh, yeah, that was the right way. Alright, there we go. That's out of the way now. Got the whole thing out. So we're just going to set this aside somewhere safe. No such thing in this mess. And there we go. The front of the engine's all exposed now. Yeah, don't do what I did right there. I just broke the thing off in there. It looks like a white pearl. I mean, it should be fine. It's going to rest against this. But that was meant to keep it from twisting. Which, it's only this belt, which goes across, like, your alternator, your power steering, your AC, your power steering, your AC, and that's all it really runs. So it's going to be less tragic when it goes, but still, I might need to look at getting a new tensioner now. I'm going to order one anyways, just to play it safe. Okay. Now we're going to start gutting this thing. We're going to pull off the timing belt. We're going to pull out the tensioners and the timing pulleys and the water pump. My thermostat's still not arrived, which we're going to pull out this to get to the thermostat. This guy in here, they pull that out to get the thermostat. The water pump's all back in here. All back in there. This is the water pump. And that's all going to be star bit, which I have impact for that. Changing this pulley, changing this so this is one system. Changing that, changing the tensioner, changing this pulley, changing that pulley because it's the water pump. Not changing that one, but we are changing this little feller because, well, I got an extra. Changing the belt, of course. Got a gasket for the water pump. And yeah, hope I don't break any important fasteners because these are the ones I got. One's for that, this is the one I got. One for that, this is the one I got. One for that, this is the one I got. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to start tearing into things. There's not really anything special, I don't think. I'm going to take this guy off, and it should probably have some trouble because it's under tension. And then I'm going to pull this guy off. But it's not going to be much of a video, and the camera's dying. So, yeah, good night.